What's up, everybody? N20 back. Well, we do have the bottom end finished. Well, not really, but not technically because I'm holding on my piston rings. I need to get my piston rings. I've got pistons, but I need to get the rings and get them in. And got this protecting my cylinder walls. Don't need nothing happening to that 1 millimeter of spare material there. But yes, sir. They've been honed. They have been honed by a professional. I mean, I wasn't going to get the little cheap honer on Amazon or whatever with the little sanding stones on it, because if you don't know what you're doing, you could take too much material off and then you're done. You know, it's not gonna. You'll have so much blow by that you'll be burning a quart of oil a day. But anyway, I got them to do it because they just type it in there on their little digital gauge on that big $35,000 honing machine. And it tells them what to take off, what they can take off, when to stop, and all that good stuff. So I went with that. I mean, he didn't charge too much money for that. But the block, she's been TIG welded too. Right there in between cylinders 1 and 2 has been TIG welded, and you can't even tell. Can't tell. I mean, he done a superb job, and he told me I could drive it like I stole it. So, yeah, it sounds like he's pretty confident with what he done. But let's check it out, because a good sign is always, if you can spin this crankshaft with one finger, then, you're good to go here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, looks like I can pretty well. All right, well, but this, you don't want to go with nothing like that. Even though this is a true 22 millimeter, you're not going to want to use this to crank this hub bolt down. See, it's a 3/8 right here. That's 3/8. That's going to snap on you right there when you go putting that 500 torque, 500 Newton meters of torque. So I've got a 1/2 inch Craftsman 22 mil on the way. This is not going to do the trick. I mean, it got it off, but it was hell. It was hell, dude. And I had an adapter, and it snapped the adapter. So I'm just going to get it's a regular, you don't need to get a deep well socket or anything. You just need one just like this, 22 mil. And you need it to be 1/2 inch. That's 3/8. That's what came with the little Husky set over here, was a 3/8. So, I had to order different stuff for this car. Like this socket right here is a 24. Okay. It goes to the Vano solenoids. You're going to have that to crank in your timing and all that good stuff. Get your timing set. But yes, sir, this thing right here is ready to go. It's ready for the piston rings. It's ready for the piston rings. And she is ready for me to start driving this car right here. I'm ready to drive this car. I'm still waiting on, like I said, piston rings, a timing chain kit. Let's see what else. Oh yeah. Oh God. I'm waiting on spring compressors to the intake side, spring compressor to the exhaust side. Because I'm going to do a valve job. I'm waiting on valve stem seals coming. They're good ones, Cortec or however you pronounce it, made in Italy. So they're going to be some good ones to go back with. Pretty much OEM quality stuff. So, but yeah, as far as the timing chain, I'm kind of skeptical about it. But it looks to be a pretty good set, and it is the fluorescent green looking color, unlike the old red color that they started these with, and that's what was failing so much on these vehicles, was the timing chain. That's where it goes in here. But so, and you don't want to, I've got a rear seal already mounted in here, my rear seal. It's in here and good go. You don't want to put your front one in until you get your timing chain, your oil pump kit and all that put in. Then you can, I've got a new bolt to go here too, a new hub bolt that I'm going to use. This one's the old one, but it looked pretty good thread-wise, but if I'm not mistaken, it is a torque-to-yield bolt as well, so it's going to have to come out. I'm not going to use it if I've got a brand new one I bought. So anyway, let's then we'll see, you'll have to take this hub out right here to set your timing, get your timing chain in and all that. So you can't really put your seal in right now. You can, but I don't want to do that. You could do it, but I'm not going to do it that way. That's not a good way to do it. I'll wait until I get it in there, because this hub will have to come back out in order for me to get my timing chain kit in and everything. But yeah, I'm ready to go with it, and it shouldn't be much longer. As soon as I get the piston rings and get those thrown into the ring gap, I'm gonna measure the piston ring end gap to make sure everything's gonna be fine. They're 84s, so they should fit on the car. As I said, it has been honed, so all you can hope for at this point is for the rings to pretty much marry themselves to your freshly honed, it's lightly honed cylinder walls, and then you should be fine, should be good to go. But you know, every car has some blow by, but not a lot. I'm also going to do a compression test on this car. I've got a little compression tester from Amazon coming. It's like $32 or something like that. And it'll, so as I'm priming my oil to start the engine for the first time, I'm going to have it screwed down into cylinder 1 where the plug goes. You know, you screw it down in there. And then as you're starting it, priming your oil or whatever, you're going to be able to check your compression on each cylinder as well. So you can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. So I'm going to go ahead and check the compression on them and make sure the compression is good, and within 4 or 5 numbers off or whatever from each other. And as long as they're pretty consistent, you don't want nothing real crazy far away from the other one. You're going to have to find out what's going on. You're going to have to take the block and get you another block or something. But I'm hoping all's well with this block. I think it is. He's TIG welded it well, done a really good job. And he lightly honed it and decked it and put it in a hot tanked it. And so she's ready to go. And so by next week, I should have all the stuff in, hopefully. I don't know how. They're going to be slower on some items I've ordered. But I'll get back to you when I get the pistons ready to check the bearing clearances on the piston bearings, on the bearing caps there. So we'll come back and do a video on that. Talk to y'all later.